Have you ever wondered what secret that was kept hidden in the heart of the African savannah? Okay, don't rush, join us on a journey to discover the answer in the story of Kokondro. In the heart of the African savannah, between tall baobab trees and golden grasslands, lies the village of Kokondro. The villagers live peacefully with nature, their lives connected to the land. They wake up with the sun, their days filled with birdsong and the rustling of leaves. Children play in the fields, their laughter mixing with the sounds of distant animals. Elders sit under the shade of ancient trees, sharing old stories. But beneath this calm village, a dark secret hides. Years ago, witch Dr. Kwame was the village's most respected healer. His knowledge of herbs and potions was unmatched, and people came from far and wide to seek his help. But when Nanaya, their loving grandmother and the village healer, whose healing abilities surpassed his, jealousy consumed him. Nanaya's touch could mend broken bones and cure the most stubborn illnesses. Her wisdom, passed down through generations, was a beacon of hope for the villagers. In a fit of rage, Kwame cursed Nanaya's family, vowing that they would suffer until they begged for his mercy. One night, under the light of a blood-red moon, the curse took hold. Kofi and Omo's parents fell gravely ill, their bodies wasting away despite Nanaya's best efforts. Desperate to save her family, Nanaya knew they had to confront Kwame and break the curse. She gathered her grandchildren, Kofi and Oma, and told them of the ancient prophecy that had been whispered among the elders of Kokondro long before the curse. The prophecy spoke of a time when darkness would fall upon the village, and only the pure of heart could restore the light. It foretold of two siblings, guided by the spirits, who would face great trials to save their people. Kofi, a brave and kind-hearted young man, determined to protect his family, and Oma, his younger sister, wise beyond her years and gifted with a deep connection to nature, set out on a dangerous journey to find Kwame, guided by Nanaya's wisdom and the spirits of their ancestors. Their journey began at dawn, the first rays of sunlight casting long shadows across the savannah. They traveled through dense forests, where the air was thick with the scent of damp earth and the calls of unseen creatures. They crossed raging rivers, their waters churning and frothing, threatening to sweep them away. They climbed steep mountains, their peaks covered in mist, each step a test of their resolve. As they journeyed deeper into the unknown, a mysterious spirit guide appeared. This glowing being spoke in riddles and offered cryptic advice. Seek the heart of the forest, the spirit whispered, for there lies the key to breaking the curse. But remember, the path is full of danger, and only the brave shall succeed. With the spirit guide's words in their minds, Kofi and Oma faced trials that tested their courage and resolve. They encountered a fierce lion, its golden eyes gleaming in the darkness. Oma's gentle spirit calmed the beast, allowing them to pass. They navigated a maze of thorny vines, relying on Kofi's strength and determination to find their way through. Throughout their journey, signs of the prophecy began to reveal themselves. The siblings found ancient carvings that depicted their quest, etched into the trunks of ancient trees and the walls of hidden caves. They received guidance from the spirits of past heroes, their voices whispering on the wind. These signs strengthened their resolve and confirmed that they were the chosen ones destined to lift the curse. As they journeyed, Kofi began to experience strange visions and dreams of a past he could not remember. These lost memories hinted at a deeper connection to the village's history and the curse itself. Oma, too, started to recall fragments of a forgotten childhood, where they played with a mysterious friend who always seemed to vanish when others were around. Back in Kokondro, the villagers struggled with the effects of the curse. Crops withered, livestock fell ill, and a sense of dread hung over the community. Nanaya worked tirelessly to keep hope alive, sharing stories of Kofi and Oma's bravery and the ancient prophecy that foretold their success. She gathered the villagers around the fire each night, her voice a beacon of hope in the darkness. They will return, she told them, and when they do, the curse will be broken. Finally, Kofi and Oma reached the heart of the forest, where the sacred herb glowed with an ethereal light. The air was thick with magic, the very ground humming with power. But as they reached for it, Kwame appeared, his eyes burning with hatred. "You think you can break my curse?" he sneered. "You will suffer as I have suffered." A fierce battle ensued, with Kofi and Oma fighting not just for their family, but for the soul of their village. Kwame's dark magic was powerful, his spells crackling with malevolent energy. But the siblings' love and determination were stronger. With the spirits of their ancestors and the mysterious spirit guide aiding them, they managed to overpower Kwame and retrieve the sacred herb. As the battle raged, the spirit guide revealed its true identity. It was the spirit of Kofi Anoma's great-grandfather, a legendary warrior who once protected the village. "I have watched over you," he said, his voice a gentle rumble, "and now it is your turn to protect our people." Returning to the village, Kofi Anoma used the herb to heal their parents, breaking the curse that had plagued their family. The villagers, witnessing their bravery, rallied together to banish Kwame from the village forever. They gathered in the village square, their voices rising in a powerful chant, driving Kwame away. After Kwame was banished from Kokondru, he wandered the savannah, his heart filled with bitterness and regret. Stripped of his power and influence, he became a shadow of his former self. The spirits of the land, angered by his misuse of magic, ensured that he could never harm another soul again. Kwame found refuge in a remote cave, far from any village. There, he lived in solitude, reflecting on his actions and the pain he had caused. Over time, he began to understand the depth of his mistakes and the consequences of his jealousy. The once proud witch doctor now spent his days in quiet contemplation, seeking redemption for his past deeds. In his isolation, Kwame discovered a new purpose. He began to use his knowledge of herbs and healing to help the animals of the savannah. Injured creatures would find their way to his cave, and Kwame would tend to them with care and compassion. Through this, he found a measure of peace, knowing that he was finally using his gift for good. Though he could never return to Mokondru, Kwame's story became a cautionary tale for the villagers. They spoke of the dangers of jealousy and the importance of using one's talents for the benefit of all. Kwame's legacy, once tainted by darkness, slowly transformed into a lesson of redemption and the power of change. With the curse broken, Kofi Anoma's lost memories flooded back. They remembered their childhood friend, who was none other than the spirit guide in human form, sent to protect them from an early age. These memories brought a sense of closure and understanding, deepening their connection to their heritage and their ancestors. Naneya, proud of her grandchildren, told them, "You have shown that love and courage can overcome even the darkest of curses. Our family is whole again, and our village is safe." Her eyes shone with pride, her heart swelling with love for her brave grandchildren. As the sun set over Kokondru, the village celebrated the return of peace and harmony. The air was filled with the sounds of laughter and music, the villagers dancing and singing in joy. Kofi and Oma, now heroes in their own right, knew that their bond and the love of their family would always guide them through the darkest of times. The prophecy had been fulfilled, and the village was once again bathed in light, with the mysterious spirit guide watching over them from the shadows. The villagers built a monument in honor of Kofi and Oma, a towering statue that stood at the center of the village. It depicted the siblings standing side by side, their faces etched with determination and courage. The monument served as a reminder of their bravery and the power of love and unity. Years passed, and the story of Kofi and Oma became legend. Children grew up hearing tales of their journey, their hearts filled with admiration and awe. The village of Kokondru thrived, its people living in harmony with nature and each other. The curse was but a distant memory, a dark chapter that had been overcome by the light of love and courage. Kofi and Oma continued to live in the village, their lives intertwined with the land and its people. They married, had children of their own, and passed down the wisdom and stories of their journey. Their children grew up knowing the importance of love, courage, and the strength of family. Naneya, now an elder, watched over her family with pride. She knew that the legacy of Kofi and Oma would live on for generations, their story a beacon of hope and inspiration. As she sat under the shade of the ancient baobab tree, she felt a deep sense of peace, knowing that her family and village were safe. And so, the village of Kokondru continued to thrive, its people